Hi, I'm Yuri Calderon, the Executive Director of the Small School Districts Association in California, where we're committed to driving innovation and opportunity for rural schools. One of our most transformative milestones came in 2019 when SSDA was awarded a $4 million federal education, innovation, and research grant focused on bringing greater access to computer science education to schools across 6 Northern California counties.
With the help of CS for NorCal, Modoc has overcome major barriers to successfully show the power of community to make meaningful change. From preschoolers to graduating seniors, Modoc has made computer science a priority for all their students, proving that even the smallest communities can do great things. Take a closer look at Modoc County.
So Modoc County is just a very, very rural place. We are called frontier rural, and we're about the size of the state of Connecticut. Connecticut has 3.4 million people in it, and we have 8,500 people. Our population density is 1.2 people per square mile. There's 13 cows here to every 1 human. I look at computer science as this is a really important skill that's going to help us just solve problems that no one else is going to come in and do for us. Also, it's a way to address the history of work here, which has been the cycle of booms and busts. And so my big pitch was, let's turn Modoc from a boom town to a Zoom town, because computer science, you can do this work from home. What was also eye-opening was the digital divide and how much work we need to do on our infrastructure in rural places. So we were able to open the college center. Our relationships are what make a rural place so great. We just asked WIC, Women, Infants, and Children, can we share an office with you? So you have the good internet. WIC is a government agency, so they could tap into the fiber line.
A distinguishing characteristic of Modoc County's implementation of CS Pathways has been the role played by the nonprofit Advancing Modoc and its director, Tanya Rahming, who has served as the county's CS champion. Through her work and leadership, Modoc has leveraged the power of its community partners to maximize resources so their 1,500 students can access a CS education.
We have interns every semester, we work with kids, and a lot of what we do is through partnerships.
We did some preliminary research on how fast tech jobs were growing, how much the need for learning coding and other things was happening, how many opportunities there were for students to code, which there are some, which is great. We have a teen center for the first time ever. And so we went and we taught the students there at the teen center how to navigate their robot through a path with interns that were receiving internship time and their hours funded through Workability.
So when I first started here, I was just a staff member for MESA, and I mostly just worked with the Native American students in our community. But I was also trying to recruit students for the MESA program here. And at the time, Tanya was the guidance counselor at the high school. Okay. And so she was kind of my go-to as far as who are the students that are interested in STEM career fields.
And of all the strides made throughout Modoc County, Surprise Valley is the greatest example of the big changes a small school district can make towards computer science education and innovation.
I got to be part of this project because one of our staff members said, hey, this is something I'm interested in. I need a couple other people. So I was able to join in and be a part of that. After my first summer institute, I came back to my administrator and said, hey, we need to find a class period to do this in because I don't know how to integrate it otherwise in our day. Our 6th and 7th grade normally got out at 2:40, so our buses don't run till 3:30. So we decided to use that time and make a coding elective for them.
The role is of an administrator in helping roll out CS. I felt in the first couple of years I was the cheerleader in the background, supporting the teachers with this. They both took it on full force. Being in the community that we are in, it's definitely a rural agricultural area, so not a lot of exposure to that. I think it just opens their eyes to different opportunities later in life. The next steps for this Surprise Valley School District is definitely trying to integrate some CS classes into the high school, and then trying to continue it with the younger kids I think is going to be beneficial.
For me, the success is when the kids are excited about it and they're ready to code every day. Like, they're into it. And what I see as a big success is when those students move beyond what I know and what I understand. And then they're able to share with others what they're doing. I was brand new to coding, and so taking this on was a huge leap for me in diving into something totally new. I really enjoyed the classes.
I can't get them to write a sentence, but they can sit there and create a project. And when you ask them, like, did you enjoy that? Their response is, I really liked that. And so to tap into those kids, that's probably been the biggest success of teaching them this program. And then those are my go-to kids when I need something done. For example, something that we've already done this year is we were talking about Mesa in a staff meeting. And as soon as they started talking about computer science and coding, we were able to pick out some kids and said, you should target these kids. The impact of CS for NorCal on our school and district has been tremendous because Jenny does a very good job of getting those kids excited when they're younger. And so when they come to me and we talk about hey, these are the ways we're gonna do computer science, and they're like, oh, cool, let's jump in on the computer and let's see how this looks. So many of our hands-on types of careers, you're having to know something based on a computer. And so computer science is a good way to at least give kids some information.
Challenges and barriers. Time, I would say definitely time. Because we are so small, lack of teachers, figuring out when to fit it into schedules and having somebody feel like they're qualified or wanting to take on the role of computer science.
All 3 Modoc County school districts and several nonprofits have sent educators to CS for NorCal Professional Learning and are exploring ways to integrate computer science into their classes.
Just start small, but do it. I think a lot of the times teachers get caught up in wanting to make it perfect and rolling it out the right way and having everything go perfect, but I mean, it's a classroom. And whatever you throw at the kids is going to change as soon as they interact with it. But the best thing you can do is just go for it.
This isn't just about coding. It's about opening doors to future careers, developing critical thinking skills, and showing rural students that they belong in tech. We're proud of the progress made so far, and this is only the beginning.
Thank you to our partners for their support, and to you for joining me on this tour of Modoc County. I hope you've gained a better appreciation for the hard work happening in the far reaches of California in a little place that's all about community.